When we left off with Tylor last week, he was waiting for this buck to show up.
At Whitetails Inc., we do all the work and don't hunt with outfitters or guides on huge pieces of managed property.
We're do-it-yourselfers just like you.
Some call us crazy, and honestly, we may be a little psycho.
We document our hunts on camera, enjoying the outdoors as much as the kill.
We have extremely high standards and only compete with ourselves.
The only thing that makes us special is our level of dedication.
Welcome to Whitetails Inc.
This episode of Whitetails Inc. is brought to you by
Wicked Tree Gear,
Ozonics, scent elimination that works.
White Knuckle Productions,
Vortex Optics,
Lone Wolf Tree Stands,
Stick and Pick Trail Camera Mounting System,
Tenzing Outdoors,
Arborware,
and Covert Trail Cameras.
On my the old squirrel decoy hat this week, so I figured I'd bring it down and throw it on. That way if a big buck does come up through here and is thinking, hey, what's up in that tree? Then he's gonna look at my hat and just be like, oh, it's just a squirrel. I'm okay. One really, really big squirrel, like a super big, like Booner caliber squirrel up there, but it'll be all good because the hat.
He sure did. Now he's interested. And now he's scared. Tyler and I are actually still getting set up. I was in the process of putting my bow hanger in the tree, and we had a hot doe come through with a small buck right on her tail. Tyler saw another one a little bit bigger a ways down the hill from us, kind of going in that same general direction. And then we had another small buck come through looking like he missed the bus and trying to catch it. He was running all over in here. He actually came. I think if I jumped out of the tree, I probably could have landed on him. So, I mean, it's, yeah. They were probably only about 30-35 yards outside of my shooting lane when they went past it. I thought about shooting the doe the second time she came back, but yeah, they were directly downwind. That's a testament to the ozonics working. So. walking through here. I actually just bedded down. I ranged the tree next to him at 28 yards. I can't get any great footage of it, but he's kind of through some thick stuff, but that was kind of cool. He's kind of gonna chill out there, I guess, for the rest of the night, so.
Welcome, everyone. It is November 15th, the peak day of breeding during the rut. So guess what we're gonna see? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. And Mike's moving the camera everywhere. So hopefully we can get a little luck of some sort rolling here, because the last 2 years, year and a half for Mike and I have not been real great. Last year we didn't see anything. This year, at least we have that doe, and then we saw little bucks running amok last weekend, and then I think Mike saw a couple things yesterday, some does and some little bucks again. So we're covered up in little bucks. If it was, if we were hunting little bucks, we'd have frickin' booners running everywhere. Gun season here in Wisconsin. Mike and I are so bundled up that even if a deer does come by, we probably won't be able to film it or shoot it or anything. We'll just have to watch it. I'm rocking the Carhartts underneath the Predator this morning. Makes me look like I have just huge hips instead of just big hips. The season has sucked so far a lot. Besides opening day, that was awesome. That was pretty neat. And then it's been a steady downhill since then, because for a while there we were at least seeing deer. No bucks, but at least seeing deer. And then last weekend we went out, sat a full day once, and then sat a good chunk of the morning in misty, rainy crap, and we didn't see anything either day. So yeah, it's not super awesome, but we're out here trucking away like we do. We're hunting ghosts, which is pretty cool, or phantoms, or spirits, or whatever you want to call it. We're hunting some chupacabra, unicorn. That's what we're doing. We're looking for a unicorn today, our unicorn, which could be about 160-inch buck. I feel like they're equivalent, unicorn, 160-inch buck in bow range. That's a really nice buck. You see him? You see him? No, I don't. He's literally right through there. Right through there. Yet again, the buck came down the exact same trail that 10-pointer came down when Mike was rattling. And I'm like, oh, Mike, there's a buck coming. I think it's a good one. And I'm not sure which one it is exactly. I think it might be the wide 8 that I was talking about this morning. That might be the only shooter that we know of. He looked like a really nice buck. I don't know if it was him or not, but he might have been one of the 3.5 10s running around too. I couldn't really get a good look at him because it was so thick in there, and like I said, I don't know if we got any good footage of him, but got me all warmed up inside because I was starting to get cold enough to think about just calling it quits. And I look up and I see that. I'm like, oh my god, it's a deer, and it's a buck.
Okay, I'm cutting you off.
And it's probably one of the biggest bucks that we've seen all year. Hooray!
This is as close as Mike and Tylor would come to getting a buck.
I've now been using the stick and pick trail camera stand for the past couple years, and I've got to tell you, it's the best camera stand I've ever used or seen. Its sturdy base will hold any camera without tipping over in even the softest mud. It's completely adjustable in the vertical, horizontal, and angular directions, which is what makes this stand so easy to use. The stick and pick is very affordable and will literally last forever. Stick and Pick also produces a tree mount to allow you to quickly and easily mount your trail camera to any tree and any position. Also be sure to check out the new Stick and Pick Mini Ground Mount. It's small enough to throw in your pack, but it's just as effective at holding your camera in position for the shot you need. To learn more about the full line of trail camera accessories from Stick and Pick, check out their website at stickandpick.com.